Hey guys, Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. The video that I'm bringing to you today is simply to share some impressions and my thoughts on a new product offering from Sierra Designs, and specifically a tent that they've come out with to add to their lineup of tents that I'm excited about because I think it's a cool product, but there's some things that other people may not like about it, but we'll get into that as we talk about it, so stay tuned. So, guys, before I really get into this too deep, I wanted to just give you a quick disclaimer that this is not a review of the tent. This is not a product review. It is simply to share my impressions because I physically don't own this tent. I don't have access to being able to set it up and whatnot, but it made such a good impression on me when I was able to see it at the Outdoor Retailer Trade Show that I thought I'd put together a video just to share my thoughts on it because it is a cool concept. It's a good offering. It's a new product, and I'm sure people would be interested to hear what other people think about it, aside from what you read on the website. So let's get into it. The tent that I'm talking about is this Nightwatch 2 and the Nightwatch 2 FL, which the FL stands for Featherlight. Before I click on the Nightwatch, I want to backtrack a little bit and look at another one of their offerings because the two tents are very similar in concept, but they are very different in the features about them. So we're going to look at the Lightning 2 first, and this is an offering that they've had for ever since they rebranded and released a new line of tents and created this awning style porch area and whatnot. So the green color is new for 2016. They've kept the yellow for the Featherlight. With the Lightning 2, you've got a little bit lighter tent. It's a little smaller. It tapers in the back, and it's got the one door and then these gear closets in the side, which is just a small opening. So let's go back to the Nightwatch and get into the details about that. So when I was walking through the Outdoor Retailer Trade Show, I noticed this right offhand, and I was like, "Oh, they must have come out with a new tent." And I've been very interested in the Sierra Designs tents for quite a while now, and just have not had the cash or the money to get the one that I have wanted, which is the Flash 2. But now I'm interested in this product versus the Flash 2, and it might be something that I get instead of that. So to get into specifics about this, the main thing that you'll notice about the Nightwatch that's different from the other tents is this doesn't have the poles externally on the outside of the Rainfly. And the reason for that we'll get into here in a second, but that's the main difference between this because what this tent does and why it's called the Nightwatch is it allows you, and if you'll notice right here in this picture, the setup and the design is very similar to the Lightning 2. But here's the key difference between the two tents. You've got a single ridge line that comes up, and then the one pole around the door, and then at your feet. But notice that you are able to roll back the Rainfly so that you can still have it attached, but on those clear nights when you want to do the stargazing but stay away from the bugs and whatnot, then you can roll back the Rainfly, hence the Nightwatch. The other cool feature about it that they've included is because you can roll back the Rainfly, the doors or the small openings for the gear closets have been created into large openings that actually function as a door, so you can get in and out of those openings when the Rainfly is rolled back. And for this design of tent, this actually makes me really excited because I had a Kelty that was similar to this a few years ago, and I kind of got tired of crawling over top of the person that was sleeping next to me just to get in and out of the tent. I have to swing my legs over top of them, and it wasn't that fun of a design. But if it's not raining and I have access to the side of the tent that I've claimed as mine, then I'm way more happy about that, and it makes getting in and out and organizing and things inside of the tent way easier. The other cool thing is you can still roll back the rainfly about halfway and get the ventilation that you would expect to get, but still have some privacy and whatnot. And you can guy out the gear closet on this side. And then obviously the rainfly covers the entire mesh area of the tent. So the one concern that I do have about this is if you've got a certain amount of rain that's blowing, in this case from left to right, what the chances are of you getting wet. It's hard to see how much of the rainfly covers that, but I would imagine that Sierra Designs pays attention to things like that, and they've done plenty of testing to make sure that the tent doesn't have any problems. So there's another look at it. Guys, I'm very excited about this tent. It's a cool product. I still love this awning style concept and being able to open up the mesh window on the door, and you can even zip it up, be able to look out. It's one of the things that I just really don't like about my current tent and a lot of the tents with the vestibules is I like to be able to see what's happening outside. When I go inside my tent, I hate being like almost like closed off from the elements. Like I get that it's raining, but still, I just love the concept of this, and really would like to just be able to get my hands on one of these so that I can test it and really spend some time in the outdoors with it. So, but that's the Nightwatch 2, guys. And so to get specific on the specs, your packaged weight is 5 pounds, which basically there's a lot of tents out there that are in that range that are a 2-person tent. But you've got the benefit of the 3 doors, gear closets, your interior area, which is 30 square feet, which is really good, and a peak height of 43 inches is awesome as well. And it makes me happy because in the description they talk about you can sit side by side with another person here on the door, and that it's wide enough for that, which is awesome. I love that they use the DAC or the DAC press fit poles, which have always been a good product. The footprint sold separately, so really it's a nice freestanding 2-person tent, 3-season tent, and then they also have the FL version, which is the Featherlight, significantly more money. You were about $130-$140 on that, but same design. The fabric is slightly different to accomplish the lightweight. So on this, you're a full pound lighter on your weight, so you would need to decide for you if that is worth the extra money to get into something lighter. So for me, I'm at the point where I may just get the Nightwatch 2 in the green and go with the 5 pounds, knowing that I'm probably going to carry this with another person. That makes it so I can split up the weight. In the event that it's just me going solo, I don't know that I would take this with me. It just depends on the weather and what to expect, but there's minimalist shelters and whatnot that can be used as well. So the other thing that I'll just make mention of the stuff that's new for 2016 is Sierra Designs on their Flash series has removed the just the standard what was the blue color. They don't have that offering on their website, so it makes me wonder what they might be doing with the Flash tent. But they've got kind of a new setup for all of their 2016 stuff, the Flashlight 1, Flashlight 2, and that's basically it. So we'll leave it at that. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing and paying attention to my channel. Please leave your comments and your questions and everything that you want to share with me down below. And have an awesome day.